Yo, what's going on? All right, turn my mic off. It's your boy Pwny Montana, and today we're gonna be going over the February patch notes. Before I get started, I'm sorry for not being here for so long. Wifey, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I kind of explained my absence on YouTube, man. Wifey thought that I was wearing myself way too thin, and happy wife, happy life. So what she says pretty much goes around here, you know. Y'all could call me whipped in the comment section or whatever the hell you want, but she said that I was wearing myself way too thin, so that's why I just had to choose one that had to go. I do stream on Twitch still and all that stuff, but I'm back on YouTube for a little bit. I don't know how long that's gonna last until like she pretty much tells me to take another break, but that's pretty much what's going on here. But today we're gonna be going over the February title update. They dropped this patch literally about a week ago. I think they dropped it on the 26th. Yeah, it actually says it right here on February 26th. And yeah, this patch was awful. I don't know what you know what? Let's just go through it, and then we'll talk about it. And yeah, so general stability improvements, additional logging to track online desyncs. I don't understand why it took so long for them to put logging to track online desyncs till February, the end of February, but you know, whatever. Gameplay updates. Desyncs still happen within this, by the way. And then they just dropped another patch literally today where they kind of help the whole desync situation. So I don't know what's going on over at EA, but they obviously have some things to figure out, to fix, to some people to fire. And maybe they should fire everybody, but let's not talk about that. But usually when someone is very bad at their job, they don't get to keep it. You know what I mean? They either get demoted or, you know, kick rocks. But hey, you know what? It's EA, so I guess since money's being brought into the company, they're not gonna do anything about it. Now, tuning. Fumble risk added to ball carriers when using the spin move. Blah blah blah. Now with this, if you guys have noticed, people are fumbling at a lot. Like, they're fumbling a lot more, especially if you're somebody who tries to spin, or if you guys have a running back who spins and all that stuff. Like, your guy will end up fumbling a lot more, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I played a weekend league game last night where I fumbled 4 times. It's frustrating, but you know, I don't see that as that big of an issue. Next up, address an exploit allowing users to avoid the aggressive pass rush coach adjustment. That is huge, because anybody who plays competitively knows that the coaching adjustments pretty much kind of have ruined the game, because there's a lot of things that EA just they just haven't figured out, and that is a huge issue that EA just it's like the devs don't know what they're doing, so it's kind of rough, you know what I mean? Because you try to be as lenient as possible, but it's like we all paid $60 for a game that doesn't even work, that desyncs every other game, especially when you're winning for some reason. And I don't know, it's weird. Next up, additional context added to match up formula for catches in traffic. Logic added for taking into account additional defenders who are within the proximity to either the receiver or the catch point. Now, this is a lie. Triple ags still happen. Obviously, they're not that often, though. I can honestly, you know, attest to that. They're not as often as they used to be. But it is nice that they actually, you know, that they looked into aggressive catches. But you can still highball people at an alarming rate. It's kind of funny. If they're one-on-one, you can still highball people, especially on like curls and hitches. Trust me. Curls, hitches, you guys can highball whoever the hell it is. It could be Tyreek Hill, it could be OBJ. Well, never mind, because they have actually pretty decent spec catch and like mud. But still, you know, like if they're there with a and they're open, they've got a little bit of space, highball that thing in there, and you guys will probably get a nice little aggressive catch animation. Next up, oh, this is the dev note from the aggressive catch. The change will reduce the effectiveness of aggressive catches in traffic by respecting the impact of nearby defenders. That's perfect. I'm glad that they added that. Next up, decrease the facing angle threshold for the strafe animation, added in a previous update to fix a manual spy blitz exploit. Now, this is something I actually should have put a video on this, but the manual spy blitz It's when you have a blitz that you literally put your guy in a QB spy, and then as soon as you hike it, you click R3, you click the right stick, and it sends that spy, and he'll come in at a weird angle where it's hard for the lineman to pick up. Now, I think this, I don't think that they should have patched that. I just think that someone should learn how to code the offensive line correctly, because doing that will literally change most blitzes in the game. It will change whatever the meta is. But instead, we're gonna get patches that literally take anything skillful away from the game. Dev note: this will make it less likely that a user will get into a strafe state when trying to cover a pass or pursue a ball carrier, but will still force the defender to strafe if trying to blitz the QB from a spy or zone coverage assignment. Yeah, whatever. Special teams, next up. Fix an issue preventing touchdowns from always being awarded on fake punts and fake field goals when the snap receiver was the one who scored the touchdown. Yeah, but they still have issues with catching the ball in the end zone and then being put at the 20-yard line. Get your shit together, EA, because we're sick and tired of it. There's so many people right now that are literally quitting on Madden, and it's the most pathetic, sad thing I've ever seen. Literally, my whole Twitter timeline is, I'm done with Madden, I'm done with Madden, I'm done with Madden, I'm done with Madden. So it's like, to me, it's like it's hard to drop content when you don't enjoy the thing that you're dropping content on. It's rough, but I'm back. For those of you guys who are still grinding on Madden, your boy is back. Next up, though, fix an issue that could sometimes result in a player not being ruled down correctly when going to the ground after a catch in traffic. I have not actually seen this happen anymore since the patch, but it's only been a week. Give it some time. I'm sure some goofy little bug in the game will end up rearing its ugly head up. You know what I mean? Next up, I'm not gonna read the dev note on that, because everybody knows what they're talking about when you get the aggressive catch animation and then they stand back up. They do push-ups on the ground for a couple seconds. They stand back up and they go and they're able to score a touchdown. Now, pass coverage made additional improvements to cover again. No one asked for it, man. No one gives a fuck, bro, about cover 4 quarters logic and like no one gives a damn, bro. Like stop patching shit that no one cares about. No one gives a damn about that, bro. At all. Patch the conductor glitch. If y'all don't know it, that's actually on the channel. Next up, address the press animation issue with the curl flat defender in cover 3, which would occasionally lead to that defender not properly carrying out his pass coverage assignment. I haven't really noticed that, but I guess that's something that they had to do. Now, that is it for the February patch, and then today EA dropped another quick fix, and what that fix did was it fixed not aggressive catches. It fixed desyncs. For those of you guys who have been struggling with those, I know I seen on your boy Savage's Twitter that desyncs have kind of been plaguing his account lately, and it's kind of frustrating, especially somebody who's good at the game like Sav. It's definitely frustrating for a good player to deal with desyncs nonstop. It's just frustrating. And it's not only frustrating to a good player, but it's frustrating to watch. If you guys are watching any of the competitive tournaments on like Twitch, if you guys watch like the Friday Mutthead League, they desync all the time. I remember one night they desynced like 5 times within like the first 10 minutes of every game. It was disgusting. But this new quick fix was to address desyncs. They fixed for the hot route desyncs for people who are hot routing and motioning in and stuff like that. Like it helps that out. And next, they fixed solo challenges that used end conditions. If the user or CPU scores on a failed attempt, then the user restarts. The user or CPU will only have one play on the next attempt. But one thing, so in the February patch, they patched all this stuff, and out of nowhere, there's this fall forward glitch that everybody falls forward now. You could have a 12 cap running back, and they will fall forward. Your punter will fall forward. Your cheerleader will get on the field and fall forward now. And there's absolutely nothing that anybody can do about it. They're just getting this animation where you're constantly falling forward for a good 3 to 4 yards every single time. And There's no such thing as QB sneak defense anymore. Now, I'm afraid that once they actually patch that, where it says this update does not include fix for players falling forward. However, our teams are aware of the issue and investigating how to address it. They patched all this other stuff and then broke something else, because this is literally broken. It's game breaking. Nobody wants to play the game right now because of the desyncs, which they addressed, they fixed apparently, and this fall forward animation, and it's just the most frustrating thing ever, man. You guys let me know if you guys are enjoying this patch, man. The links to these two, the quick fix is literally just on Muthead. I don't know where to find the actual link to that, but I'll leave the February patch notes down in the description. So if you guys appreciate me talking about this, whatchamacallit, if you guys didn't want to read it yourselves, drop a like, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, man, I will be back with another video. We are back. I will be dropping a mini scheme and a blitz within the coming days, and yeah, your boy is back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little Madden 19 title update. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, deuces. 2 fingers, you guys. Peace.